right, today we are going to continue with our big idea of measuring things can help us to compare and solve problems. Today, however, our concept is estimating and measuring in a variety of shapes in square meters. So we're not going to be using centimeters anymore, we're going to be using meters. What that means is that each square that you are using to cover a shape has to be a square meter, have a meter on each side. So it would be a very large surface. So for example, if someone was looking at this table, it has about an area of 1 square meter. We can use that as a benchmark to estimate the area of large surfaces, how many of these large 1 meter by 1 meter squares would be used to cover a large area, such as, for example, a soccer field. All right, we can use grid paper to model a large area. On this grid paper, for example, we're going to assume that 1 small square is equal to 1 meter squared. It's like using scale on maps. We're going to say that one of these small squares is equal to an actual large 1 meter by 1 meter square. So 1 meter here and 1 meter here. This is a model of a floor of a gymnastics center. We see that it is 6 meters wide and it is 9 meters long. We could count each of these, or we can just multiply. 6 times 9 is 54. So the area of this floor is 54 meters squared now, because each of these was 1 meter squared. To practice, try to find a number of things that could use as reference for 1 meter. Try your feet, for example. How many of your feet would you need for 1 meter? What else could you use that's approximately 1 meter that you could then figure out, well, I think this is about 1 meter squared, and I'm going to picture how many of these would it take to fill this very large area. Much harder to estimate with meters than it is with centimeters. All right, reference that are about 1 meter. Well, in our classroom, things that are approximately 1 meter, the filing cabinet near the front of the room, the width or the length of it across the top is approximately 1 meter, so the filing cabinet. If you take a look at a doorway, a standard doorway, the width of the door, so here's my door, how wide it is across is usually approximately 1 meter. How many of your feet are 1 meter? Generally speaking, looking at feet of the average foot of a grade 4 or 5 student, usually it's about 4 feet, 4 of your feet equaling 1 meter, somewhere around there. What else could you use that's about 1 meter? Well, if you look, often if you're looking for square 1 meters, for example, often the front of your stove is 1 meter. So this would be the front of your stove here that you would open. Here's your handle kind of idea. This whole entire square all the way around is approximately 1 meter squared. The other thing that might not be bad, that's about the same size, is usually the front of like a washer or a dryer. Those are kind of standard sizes that are approximately 1 meter squared. All right, now you're off to concept practice, page 160, numbers 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, and 9. Estimating and measuring area of shapes in square meters. So remember, meters is what we're focusing on this time. Remember to check and hand in and ask any questions along the way that you have.